Well, we opened, I thought we played a scrappy game, and, you can't give short fields to people. I mean, we snapped the ball over the head and give them an easy touchdown, and, we just are so close to finishing plays that could change things. But, you got to credit Delaware they made plays when they had to make them, and, the fake field goal was all on it was a bad decision on my part, and I accept responsibility, and ultimately it was the difference in the game.
Did you get an explanation on the penalty call that wiped out the onside kick recovery?
Did I get an explanation?
Yeah, that's why they called the Castro for an illegal block, right?
I think they did, but yeah, I got an explanation. I did. Did he block somebody? But there's clearly no block on it. We're going to review the tape. It doesn't even matter because they made the call. So the only question I had for the ref was, how can you block somebody and recover a fumble at the same time? The ball clearly hit the player's chest and bounced into Castro, who caught it and ran with it. So I listened to them in the huddle. They were talking about illegal advance. They had talked about 3 different things before they settled on a block, so I'm not really sure. I was very confused by what was going on in there, and I believe they were a little confused.
How big a factor were the special teams, particularly in that third quarter?
Huge. It kills us. We have to play. I preach it over and over. Our kids know it. We have to play a certain kind of game. We played it for a long time, and we fought. We knew they were going to be. They're bigger and strong team, and we knew they were going to run the ball. And we just had to hang tough. We did. I thought there was a couple calls that we didn't get a call on, and the quarterback, arm coming forward, in my opinion. But, these things are bang, bang, and they're hard to call as it is. And but, when you give someone short fields like that, it changes the game around. And when we had opportunities, we didn't take advantage of them.
You said the field goal, a touchdown, the fake field goal was your fault. Why was it your fault?
We went for a max blitz. We shouldn't have. That's my fault. It would have easily been a stop and would have changed, could have easily changed the game. It was something that, I take responsibility for.
Coach, you got the passing game going pretty well, but not as much success with the running game today. What was the reason for that?
One of the problems you have when you're trying to run against teams that are much bigger than you, it's very difficult. And, nobody's going to just let us run the football. And, there's times where we can, muscle people and do some things, but it was a hard one. We ran the ball at times when the problem is, we get ourselves in these swings where we're down, and then all of a sudden it's, you run the ball twice and you're 3rd and 6, and, we get one knocked down. The kid plays a great football game. We just got one knocked down on the 3rd down. We just felt like we could score on these guys. We just, a couple things jumped up and got us.
Yeah, you've been pretty steady on snaps this year. We just talked about the one-on-one over John's head. What happened?
Yeah, nobody notices the long snapper until you do something like that. It was a bad snap, and that's it. It was just a bad snap. I've taken hundreds of snaps over my career, and today was a bad one.
Was the one after that a little bit further off than you wanted it to be too?
A lot of the times I don't even see him. I just come back to the sideline, and I actually never see it.
That snap was fine.
That one was fine.
That was fine.
Punt off the snap.
So it was well within the range of acceptable.
Well, can you talk about the drive at the end? You find Josh, it seemed like they were giving you the 10, 15-yard plays, and you guys were able to just work right down the field there.
Yeah, they were dropping back, playing coverage, and our receivers did a good job of getting open. The line gave me enough time to find them, and when teams play prevent like that, it's easy to pick them apart and get 5, 10 yards a pop, and that's what we did, and we were able to move the ball downfield and score.
When Josh catches that, you guys thinking?
Yeah, just like most of the games we've played in this year, there isn't a second during the game that we don't think we can win, and obviously the first game of the year, and today we had an onside kick, and from what I saw, we recovered it, and we were going to have a chance to either win the game or tie it, and unfortunately that's not the way that it went.
Well, did you have a good luck at that?
I was standing right there. I saw the guy catch it, get hit, and it pop into Mike's hand, and I'm turning the offense and having us get ready to go, and unfortunately that's just not the way that it ended up, and there's nothing that we can do about that.
Greg, does that go in the books as a bad call?
I got to see it, Roger. I really usually try to stay away from criticizing officials because I think they have a hard job, and I think, the explanation I got just was strange, to be honest, and I'm eager to see it. I'm eager to see it on tape in a critical situation and two teams are fighting to try to make the playoffs. That's got to be a real clear one. It's got to be a real clear one. And I, maybe he was right. I guess there was I didn't see a replay. I guess they showed a replay. I'm not sure Mike blocked anybody, so I don't know. But we'll see. That the one thing is, the videotape, it certainly will never lie about something like that. And we'll watch the videotape. And the negative is, I had a couple words with one of the side judges tonight because, there's no reason for chatter from officials and coaches. You ask a question, you get an answer, and you go. You don't need opinions and you don't need badgered. And there was a little bit of that. I think Coach Brock will tell you the same. For a guy to get I felt horrible for him to get a 15-yard penalty because this is our lives, this is our passion, this is what we do. You got to be way outside the box to get a penalty for something like that, in my opinion. And I know the guy. I doubt he was that far out, but it's tough.
You felt like coming in and winning out, you get the in-state fly-offs out of a good shot at. Is this and those chances getting
I think it hurts us a lot. I think you still have a chance to finish 8-4. We got a tough one next week too, but we're battling and we're going to continue to battle. It's who we are, and I'm proud of these guys the way they easily could have rolled it up and didn't. And even last week, we fought our tails off in the fourth quarter. I'm willing to go to war with these guys.
Coach, if you feel like you guys have to kind of update what we're now to make it through the postseason playoffs, how much did this kind of maybe bring a team together with consistent losses like this, and everybody feels like, we didn't really do that. That was a tough call. It was a tough way to how much to bring it together.
I don't think we need to be brought. We are together, and it's just us talking about we have a chance at the playoffs right now is my answer. These guys have earned that.
Talk about your passing today. I thought Tarek had a phenomenal catch on the one you threw in the middle of the end zone. Talk about the way you were able to throw the ball today. You had that sometimes you're 500, but you had a lot of yards through you.
When you have the guy that we do in the backfield, they're going to bring safeties up and they're going to keep people in the box to try and stop him. And like it was said, our running game struggled today, but with those guys in the box, we were able to get the ball down the field and get the ball in the perimeter so our skill guys can make plays.
We're turning around now to play a really good Villanova team. Can this team kind of shake this off?
Yeah, we can shake this off. It's going to take, it's a tough loss. It might take a day or so, but we've got such a close group of seniors especially. We came in with, 20, 25 people, and we're down to less than half that now. And the bond that these seniors share is something that, Purple Fan was built on. And someone said before, does this bring you closer? This is as close, we're as close as it gets. It doesn't get any closer than how we are, especially our upperclassmen, and the guys we have at the top of the chain. And we're going to go in and we're going to play Villanova and we're going to play them hard, and we know they're a top 10 team, but anybody can be beat. And that's just the way we got to look at it.